And your identity and my identity are the composite of two things: your story and your standards. If you want to change your identity, you have to change your story and your standards. Identity drives everything. Everything that you do and everything that you don't do, from your spiritual life to your personal life, to your financial life, to your health and fitness, to your career, everything is driven by your identity. Your identity is the subtle operating system that's functioning under the thing that drives the thing in your life. And your identity is the composite of the story you tell yourself and the standards that you hold for yourself. My story is, well, I was born in Michigan, moved to Kansas City, started as a theology major, went to Union College my freshman year, transferred to Oakwood, went to Oakwood, graduated from Oakwood, then went to Andrews, started pastoring in Mississippi, had a few small churches. In fact, I had one church that had 4 members. When I got there, one of the members died. We had 3 members. Preaching to a church with 3 people, and it was Mississippi. If anyone here is from Mississippi, you know, like, some of the culture in Mississippi is that when you leave church, if you're leaving the sanctuary in the middle of the sermon, you normally put your finger up as you're walking out. And so I remember many times preaching in that small shotgun church where you can stand in the front door and look out the back door. And members, I'm preaching, and one of the members stand up, and I just lost a third of my congregation as they walk out. That's a part of my story. Moved to Chattanooga, went to Southern, got my MBA at Southern. Felt like, man, I can do this pastoring thing, but there's something else I really enjoy doing. That's working with organizations and leaders. So I got my MBA from Southern, and then I got an opportunity to serve as an executive pastor in Riverside. So I moved to Riverside, California with my wife, and her family's in Long Beach, and I started working there. And then I went back to school to work on my PhD in organizational psychology. Fell in love with organizations and culture and leaders, and how do we help systems develop leaders and culture and people. And I decided to transition from pastoring into consulting and coaching and speaking full time. And along the way, I've had some success. I've had some failures. I've made some mistakes. I've bumps and bruises. I got 3 daughters, beautiful daughters. One of them was born premature. She was born at 24 weeks. Spent five months in the NICU, transferring from hospital to hospital, Southern California, Kaiser Permanente. And we transferred from hospital to hospital. She came out of the hospital, has cerebral palsy, some developmental delay. She's 12 years old. It's still a struggle, but we're making it day by day. That's a part of my story. But then there's also, those are the facts of my story. But then there's the interpretation of those facts. And the interpretation is, when you look at your story, do you see your story as something that's serving you, something positive that's influencing you and having a positive effect on you? Or do you see your story as something that is like, man, yeah, I made some mistakes. That relationship didn't work out, and then that marriage ended in divorce, and that kid hates me, and this person I didn't do it, and I didn't do well on this job. And the way that you're interpreting your story is one where you are constantly the victim.